Hey, good morning. It's Thursday morning. I hope your day's off to a great start today and that everything is well for you. Hope you're able to join us last night in Bible study as we walked through Job. Not Job. We're talking about Job today. Walked through James together last night. It's always a fun book to study and a fun book to talk about what our Christian life should look like. So I hope you're enjoying that. And looking forward to worship with you. Hope you're going to make plans to join us either online or in person in our parking lot for drive-in worship for this coming Sunday, Father's Day. I hope you've had hope. Don't forget Father's Day is coming. We dads, we think a lot about Mother's Day, but don't forget Father's Day. Buy Dad something cool. Buy him something cool. If you're watching this, Thomas and Sarah, something cool would be nice. So no, I'm just kidding. But do be sure to thank your dads and thank your fathers and those men in your life who have loved you like a father as we approach Father's Day. Today's U2 song is going to be one that I might be the only person in the world who likes this song. People love the earlier U2 stuff. Not so much the later ones. I think there's some really good songs on the later ones. I especially liked. I was trying to find a way to talk about "Song for Someone," all songs of innocence, because I just love that song. But I couldn't really find a whole lot there to talk about with Jesus. But I want to talk about a song today that's off their album, No Line on the Horizon. It's not an album that everybody loves. It's one of the more modern albums. I think it was released in '09. I love the album personally, but I'm probably the minority on that one. But this is actually, of all the U2 songs out there, this probably is the song that I've quoted the most. It's a song called Stand Up Comedy. There's just a lot of really interesting lines here, but there's one line in particular that I just love that I think is so important for us to hear. So this is stand-up comedy off their album No Line on the Horizon. But these are the lyrics. Starts off with love, 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 love. Remember, love is a huge deal for U2. Then the verse 1 is, I gotta stand up and take a step. You and I have been asleep for hours. I gotta stand up. The wires stretch between our two towers. Stand up in this dizzy world where a lovesick eye can steal the view. I'm going to fall down if I can't stand up for your love. Then love, 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 love. Stand up. This is comedy. The DNA lottery may have, this is a pretty funny line. The DNA lottery may have left you smart, but you can stand up to beauty, dictator of the heart. Isn't that a great line? Stand up to beauty, the dictator of the heart. I can stand up for hope, faith, love. These three remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. But while I'm getting over certainty, here's the line. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. That's the line that I've quoted so many times in my life. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. Out from under your beds, come on, you people, stand up for your love. I got to stand to ego, but my ego is not really the enemy. It's like a small child crossing an 8-lane highway on the voyage of discovery. Stand up to rock stars. Napoleon is in high heels. Josephine, be careful of small men with big ideas. And then love, love, love. God is love. And love is evolution's very best day. And then kind of peters out from there, if you will. But I love that line in the second verse. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. What a great line. I love that so much. And here's why. God does not need me and you to fight his battles for him. Our job is to be faithful. Our job is to point others to Jesus, and our job is to stand up for right and truth and love, faith, hope, and love, as he says here. But God is not some frail weakling who needs our always defense. God is the sovereign God of heaven, the God of angel armies. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. God's got this, okay? God is bigger and stronger and more mighty than our minds can ever fathom. I just love that line. The first time I heard that song, I said, what a great line, what a great concept. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. God's got this. So it made me think of, it makes me think of Job. I want to read to you part of Job. If you're unfamiliar with Job, Job is, I wouldn't call Job an uplifting book. It's not quite as dark as Lamentations, but it's not exactly a barrel of laughs. So Job is lodging his complaints against God because Job is suffering because of his righteousness. And he speaks these concerns to God, and God finally responds. This is Job 38. Now, I'm not going to read all of it to you. It says, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. I love this right here. Who is this who darkens my counsel with words without knowledge? Gird up your loins like a man. I will question you, and then you shall declare to me. So in other words, God's like, okay, who is this that darkens my counsel? Get ready, big boy. If you want to talk, let's talk. Then he goes on. Where were you when I laid the foundations for the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Have you entered into the springs of the sea? Where's the way to the dwelling of light? Have you entered the storehouses of snow? Who has cut a channel from the torrents of rain? Can you bind the chains of these things? Can you lift up your voice to the clouds? Who has the wisdom to number the clouds? Did you know when the mountain goats give birth? Is a wild ox willing to serve you? Do you give the horses its might? And the Lord said to Job, shall a fault finder contend with the Almighty? Anyone who argues with God must respond. And then I love Job's response. This is Job 40, 3 and 4, 3 through 5. Then Job answered the Lord, See, I am of small account. What shall I answer to you? I lay my hand on my mouth. I have spoken once, and I will not answer. Twice, but will proceed no farther. I lay my hand over my mouth. I have spoken once. We see in this passage that God finally responds to Job and says, were you there when I did these things? If you're so smart, if you've got it all figured out, if you know these things, then were you there when this happened? Were you there? If you're so smart, explain this to me. Were you there when I did this? Were you there when I did that? Were you there when I did this? And of course not. He is God. He's not a man. He's not a mortal. He's not a mortal. He is immortal. He's not a mortal. He is not like you and me. The Bible says his ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. He's above us. God doesn't need us to defend him. He has it. Now we need to defend what is right, what is holy, what is pure. We need to stand up for what's right. I'm not saying that we don't need to stand up for the ideals of God. But God's got this, y'all. God is so much bigger than our minds can fathom. God is so much mighty. Sometimes I think we forget the vastness and the greatness and the might of our sovereign God. He's God, okay? And sometimes we just need to remember that and bask in his might, bask in his glory, bask in his power, bask in who he is. He is God. Trust him. Trust him. Trust his ways. We don't know what he's doing. Trust his heart. We don't understand. Trust him. He is God. He's got this. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. I love that so much. He's God, y'all. He's God. He's got it. May we learn to trust him. May we learn to cling tight to him. May we learn to live in his grace always. Always. Don't ever forget the vastness of our God. I heard somebody say one time that we've forgotten to teach the wonder and the mystery of God. He's God. Stop helping God across the road like a little old lady. He's got this. So trust in him. Do not be afraid. Do not fear. For God is at work. And God has this. Love you guys. Hope you have a great Thursday today. We'll see you tomorrow morning.